McRae will inbound. 1 second on the clock. Sampson. It goes. It's over. A miraculous shot by Ralph Sampson.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 NBA playoffs moments.
Rebound O'Neal, coming up short. Ori for the win. Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang! Finds Rose. Rose trying to get open, fires away. Bang! It's over. The Bulls win at the buzzer.
For this list, we're looking at the most amazing, unexpected, and memorable moments from the first 3 rounds of the NBA playoffs. Due to their impact, standout performances by players in games will also be included. However, moments occurring during the finals will not be included, as they merit a list of their own.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James! LeBron James with the rejection.
What's your favorite moment from the playoffs? Be sure to share it with us in the comments below. Number 10. Trae Young's bow in Madison Square Garden. Knicks vs. Hawks. We are kicking off this list with its newest entry. This series was filled with fan misbehavior, specifically towards Hawks star Trae Young.
Here is Young, finds his spot. Young on the floater, puts it in!
He had responded to jeers in Game 1, but he saved his most memorable moment for last. The Hawks were up 3-1 in the series and 98-86 in the final minute of Game 5. The series was essentially already won for the Hawks. So as the Garden crowd applauded the Knicks in their impressive season, Young leaned into his villain status.
As Young fires from way downtown and takes a bow. Not appreciated.
Not only did he hit a 3-pointer, but he also turned to the crowd that had spit on him and insulted his appearance, and he bowed. After the game, Young compared the series to a Broadway show, and his final moment on the court to a curtain call.
Yeah, I mean, the bow is something I did it in high school after I hit a game winner, and leading up to this game, I know where we are. I know it's a bunch of shows around this city, and I know what they do when the show is over. So that's pretty much what it was. So.
Number 9. Michael Jordan's historic performance. Celtics vs. Bulls. Michael Jordan has no shortage of incredible playoff performances, but one of his most memorable games actually came from a loss for the Bulls.
Jordan trying to fake Bird, can't do it. Hits the jumper, but Bird played pretty well defensively against Jordan there.
After missing most of the season with a foot injury, Jordan played in the first round of the playoffs against the top-ranked Celtics.
Jordan cuts the Celtic lead to 2, and he has 46 points.
While some players would be cold from missing so many months, Jordan just seemed invigorated. During the second game of the series that went into double overtime, the sophomore Jordan scored 63 points, a record that still stands today.
Jordan ties the game. Oh, boy. 63 points, and you're looking at an all-time record.
Reflecting back on the game against Jordan, NBA legend Larry Bird said,
"That wasn't Michael Jordan out there. It was God disguised as Michael Jordan."
Number 8. Reggie Miller's 8-point turnaround. Pacers vs. Knicks. With under 20 seconds left in Game 1 between Indiana and New York, the Pacers were down 105-99.
Miller for 3, and he got it. Reggie Miller with a clutch tray, and it's 105-102.
When all hope seemed lost, their star player Reggie Miller hit 2 3-pointers in 5.5 seconds to tie the game.
And a steal. Miller retreats to the three-point line and hits again.
Tie game.
Tying it was not enough for Miller, though. In a desperate attempt to take control after missing their free throws, the Knicks fouled him. This led to Miller making 2 free throws at the line.
Miller hits 2.
In just 9 seconds, Miller took Indiana from a 6-point deficit to a 2-point lead, and they won the game.
One of the most remarkable comebacks in all of basketball. They never gave up, and the Knicks gave them a chance.
The Pacers would go on to win the series in 7 games and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Down to 3, down to 2, Ewing, not over the head, and it's all over. The Indiana Pacers have defeated the New York Knicks.
Number 7. Damian Lillard's buzzer-beating series winner. Trailblazers vs. Rockets. Dame time was in full effect during the last 0.9 seconds of this game. Lillard is known for his clutch shots, but perhaps his most memorable is this series winner from 2014. With less than a second left on the clock and the Blazers down by 2, Dame wasn't just satisfied with going into overtime or taking the series to Game 7. From just outside the three-point line, Dame lined up and took his shot. It went in, and the Portland crowd erupted.
It's Lillard. He got the shot off. Lillard, good! Good! And the Blazers win the series for the first time in 14 years!
This incredible basket sent the Trailblazers to their first second-round series in 14 years. However, this wouldn't be the last time Dame sent a team packing with a buzzer beater.
Lillard, long-range three, and it's good! At the buzzer! Damian Lillard! Are you kidding me?
Number 6. Havlicek stole the ball. 76ers versus Celtics.
Hi, my name is John Havlicek. I played for the Boston Celtics. And on April 15th, 1965, I stole the ball.
In the last seconds of this game, which was the 7th and final game in the series, Boston maintained a 1-point lead over Philadelphia. The 76ers attempted a final play to win the game and the series.
I think that the good players see the game in slow motion, and actually they see what's going to happen before it actually happens.
John Havlicek leapt into the air and deflected the ball to fellow Celtic Sam Jones. In what many consider, quote, the most famous radio call in basketball history, legendary Boston broadcaster Johnny Most excitedly announced the play. Jones dribbled out the clock, and the Celtics won the series. Boston went to the finals, where they won their 7th championship in a row. Number 5. John Stockton sends the Jazz to their first NBA Finals, Jazz versus Rockets. This game was an absolute nail-biter.
Stockton on the move in the lane, tie game! And timeout for the Rockets.
With less than 3 seconds on the clock, Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals was tied at 100. The Jazz were ahead 3-2 in the series. The Utah squad had their dynamic duo Karl Malone and John Stockton on the court. Stockton used Malone to screen the play, and he launched a three-pointer from deep as the clock ran out.
Stockton, open three, hit it! John Stockton sends the Utah Jazz to the NBA Finals!
The shot went in, and the Jazz won the game, the series, and the conference over a legendary Houston team. Stockton's miraculous field goal sent the Jazz to their first ever finals. Number 4. The Shot. Bulls versus Cavaliers. In the final seconds of Game 5 between the Cavaliers and the Bulls in 1989, Chicago was down 100-99. Jordan made a drifting foul line shot over the defending Craig Elo as the clock ran out.
Jordan with 2 seconds to go, puts it up, and scores at the buzzer! Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago!
The 2-point shot went in, and the Bulls advanced to the second round. It was also another standout performance by Michael Jordan, who finished the game with 44 points.
You know, a lot of people put a lot of pressure on me, and I still couldn't concentrate and make my free throws, but I didn't have to take a free throw in the last shot. It was a shot. I felt comfortable. We came in, we stuck tough, we hung right in there, gave ourselves a chance to win, and we won the ball game.
The shot itself is, of course, an iconic Jordan clutch moment, but his victorious celebration jump afterward is just as memorable. Number 3. LeBron's 45 points and 15 rebounds in Game 6. Heat versus Celtics.
James blows past Pearson, throws it down, and the Heat quickly with a 4-point lead.
Prior to this series against the Celtics, LeBron had already been touted as an all-time great superstar.
James for 3, puts it in, LeBron James from downtown.
However, he had yet to win a championship. In 2012, King James and his Heat super team took the Celtics to Game 6 in the Eastern Conference Finals. There, he went off for a whopping 45 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists.
James jab steps on Petrus. Now the jump shot. That's been going in all night long.
What's even more impressive is that he did all of this in TD Garden, which is notorious for being unfriendly to visiting teams.
And this has been one impressive, dominant performance. James flips it up left-handed, banks it in. He's got 45.
This astounding performance and another win the following game catapulted the Heat to the finals, where LeBron finally won his first championship. Number 2. Larry Bird's clutch steal. Pistons vs. Celtics. The 1987 Eastern Conference Finals were intense. Boston and Detroit had some of their all-time greats on their rosters, and they were pretty evenly matched.
That's a set play off the backboard.
What a beauty! Johnson bounces it to Bird.
In the final seconds of the game with Detroit ahead by 1, Pistons superstar Isaiah Thomas tried to pass the ball. However, Larry Bird intercepted the ball and passed it to Dennis Johnson, who sank it in and put Boston ahead with a second to go, sealing the Celtics' victory.
They're going to give the ball to Detroit. Bird steals it. Johnson, layup, Boston, 1 second left.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavs overcome a 15-point deficit in 5 minutes to defeat OKC and advance to the finals. Mavericks vs. Thunder.
Marion the rebound. Marion comes away, and the Dallas Mavericks are going back to the NBA Finals.
Memorial Day Miracle. Spurs vs. Trailblazers.
Into Sean Elliott. He fires the three and hits it! His 6th of the game. What a shot! Bob, it looked like he was going to step out of bounds. He caught it and tight-roped the sideline. What a shot!
Kobe and Shaq's alley-oop. Lakers vs. Trailblazers.
Portland has 3 timeouts left. The Lakers have 2. Bryant to Shaq!
Klay Thompson scores 41 points and hits a record 11 three-pointers in Game 6 against OKC. Warriors vs. Thunder.
Again, it is Iguodala. Thompson fires for 3. Yes!
Derek Fisher's game winner. Lakers vs. Spurs.
Here they go. They get it to Fisher. He scores! Derek Fisher scores at the buzzer. It'll have to be reviewed. They'll review it. They'll review it. The Lakers are going to run to the dressing room, and they'll try to get on the plane before the officials can get over to the scorer's table.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Kawhi Leonard breaks the tie. Raptors vs. 76ers. With under 5 seconds to play in Game 7 between the Raptors and Sixers, the score was tied at 90. Everyone pretty much expected the winner of the series to be determined in overtime. Well, everyone except Kawhi Leonard. In one of the most dramatic moments in NBA history, Leonard shot the ball, which proceeded to bounce and circle around the rim.
Is this the dagger?
The Toronto crowd went from cemetery silent to ear-shattering as the ball finally fell in. The Raptors eventually made it to the NBA Finals, where they won their first championship.
Now the Warriors just inbound, and that's it. There's a new NBA champion, and it's a team from Toronto, Canada. We, the North, are now we, the champions. The Raptors, the 2019 NBA champs.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.